Good afternoon and welcome to CTV Sports. I'm Dale Schwetz and we are live from the Grand Champions Polo Club. Field number 4 today for continuation of the Aspen Valley Cup 8-goal. And I have to tell you, I've had the opportunity to actually umpire a few of these games. And I'm going to put this up, the 8-goal running about 12 to 14 goals when they get going. And we have two very strong teams today as we have Amaro. And it looks like Amaro's going to be in the light jerseys today. And they're going to have Scott Sorbaro playing the number 1. Nick Manifold will wear the number 2 on 2 goals. Scott on an A rating. Kris Kampsen, we call him KK. He'll be wearing the number 3 on 6 goals. He'll cap the team. And then Armour playing the number 4. This team's played many years together. They're very well organized. They're coming in 1-0. And they're going up against Quite On Z. And I like Quite On Z. They're in their dark pants today. Remember, in the game of polo, you are allowed to wear black pants or white pants. The teams choose, and I love that look. And they'll be in the blue jerseys today. It looks like they're going to set up with Alecia Seidler, play the number 1. She's been playing very well this season, and she does sometimes play half the game, and her daughter also plays. We'll see what they decide to do today. And then we have Artemio Figueras. She'll come in as a -1. Artemio Figueras will play the number 2 on 2 goals. Joao Pedro Souza will play the number 3 on 2 goals. And then Lucio Ocampo, who's been playing stellar polo at 5 goals, will play the number 4 position. Let's see if they switched them around a little bit. I'm pretty sure that's how they're playing earlier this week. Yep, that's how they're going to play to keep that team together. Two very strong umpires on the field today. We have Roddy Matthews in from the UK. He'll also be working in the World Polo League. And, of course, one of our top officials here for the World Polo League, Gaston Dorniak. And they'll be our 2 mounted officials in the, well, looks like they got their pink stripes on today. Looking good. And again, the weather has been fabulous in southern Florida. Big shout out to everybody playing, well, snow polo this year. We had the snow polo Triple Crown. It started in Aspen, Colorado. And, of course, went to Kitzbühel, Austria after that. And then now they're finishing up in St. Moritz in Switzerland. And it was just fantastic snow polo this year. We'll talk a little bit more about that. Let's get to the action here. As our first chucker, the ball gets bowled in here quickly. And we get a quick foul. Here's your replay. Ball's going to pop out right there. And you notice how that poor ball came off of the white player's horse there. 9 times out of 10, that ball's going to be the right-of-way of the player. That the ball does come off the horse. You can understand that. It makes sense that the horse, when the ball does come off. Now, I say 9 times out of 10 because there is that one time, that one percentage that it does seem to bounce back to the person hitting the ball. In this case, that's going to move the ball down for a number 4, penalty 4 for the 60. Looks like it's going to be Kris Kampsen. And I like to adjust our team as that ball is going to get stopped right in the middle of their great drone footage. And it looks like Kampsen's going to wear the number 4 today for Amaro. So we'll switch them around. Michael must be wearing the 3. And here's KK. Kris, deep neck shot coming. Oh, wow, what a shot right here. And there's the high flag. Kris Kampsen showing you that scoring ability and, of course, that 6-goal style. This ball is going to be a broken play. Pops out to the right side. That's going to give Kampsen an easy run and not an easy goal. Nice play there by Armour in the black helmet, wearing the number 3 today, kind of shadowing the Quite On Z player. They're not giving him an opportunity to make a defensive play on that ball, and Kampsen just shredding that shot right into the near post on the next shot. We'll switch directions. For any of our new viewers today, that is the procedure used in the game of polo, and where we go on the bowling is going to be KK, Kampsen working hard here on the bait pony, looking nice, running down, gonna get a nice ride off here. Keep an eye on Joao Pedro. He is strong. Look at this, gonna be picked up here and backed in by Nick Manifold, which I want to adjust one more time for you. I do apologize. They switched it all up on me as Nick's wearing the 3 today. And that will put Kris with the 4 and Michael with the 2. And I do apologize about that. So we have Scott Sorbaro wearing the 1, Michael Armour wearing the 2, Nick Manifold wearing the 3, and Kris Kampsen wearing the 4. And while I'm telling you that, we're going to have a true breakaway for Quite on Z. And this is going to be a true coast-to-coast run here. They get out in front. Nice pickup here. He's been great. Lucio Ocampo, perfecto. Ocampo's been playing great polo. He's on 5 goals, captains his team at a very high level, and very organized. This Quite on Z team. They play a lot of polo here at the Grand Champions Polo Club. Alecia also mounted very well. Loves to play the number 1 position. And, of course, we know Artemio Figueras. He is the youngest Figueras boy in the family, playing great polo. Again, on 2 goals on his way. And him and Joao in the middle, they work very hard, and that gives the opportunity for Lucio Ocampo wearing the number 4. And as you can see, both these teams are pretty much designed the same way, as they have their big goal scorer at the back. Lucio on 5 goals and Kampsen on 6. On the bowling, we're 50-50 right now, and it's going to be picked up here by Nick Manifold. Manifold tries to go the inside, and this is a good read by Ocampo. He picks his pocket cleanly, and we got a breakaway. Lucio, little problem there. Good effort, though, by Manifold. Taken forward here by Scott. Little neutral play by Michael. Control play by Joao. He'll leave this one for Lucio. Good give and go right there, and that's good teamwork as Ocampo will pick up his 2nd goal of the day. But you got to give some love there to Joao Pedro. Souza doing a great job. He works it down here, flips it to the near side. Unselfish polo, leaves it for the number 4. Good polo play. And the high flag once again. Quick scores here early. We are using the courtesy change in our tournaments this year here at the Grand Champions Polo Club. Remember, we play everything from 6 goal to 26 goals. Of course, we have our women's league also. If you, we have ladies that play in with the men, but then they also have their own league. On the move, it's going to be Quite on Z, and now they're going to bring Figueras in on it. Oh, nice little play here by Artemio. Takes the mallet away from Kampsen, which is not an easy play. Wow, working it down the line. Look for the open back shot. And just a little bit too wide there. But great work there to keep that ball alive. Artemio taking the mallet away from Kampsen. Not an easy play with Kris, trust me. He's a very strong defender. And then having the ability there, great 4-legged athlete choosing to go behind Kampsen. Overshoots the goal a little bit, though, on the approach. Makes it harder on himself. Wasn't sure if he was going to go for a neck shot there. He went for the open back shot. And that's a tough cut there. You might want to overthink that one. He'll watch your tapes and figure that out. We're going to get a courtesy change here with... looks like we got around halfway through the chukker. We'll get a good shot down here in the end zones of all of the pit crews, as we call them. And a big shout out to all of the trainers and grooms out there keeping those 4-legged athletes safe. And once I said, they are playing here in the snow pole. The final leg of the Triple Crown has started in Aspen, Colorado, as it does every year. Now, it does cross over the Triple Crown. It crosses over from 2024 into 2025, but they run very close to each other, these tournaments, and they are the go-to snow polo events around the world. And I got to tell you, it starts in Aspen, Colorado in December, which is fantastic this year. The surface on all these tournaments is so high level that the polo is very fast. They go to Kitzbühel, Austria, where they carry it on Kitz Polo. So you can also go, of course, to Aspen Snow Polo. Check out everything there if you're interested in coming. It's a week before Christmas in Aspen, a beautiful time to be in Aspen, Colorado. And this year, the title sponsor, St. Regis World Snow Polo Championships. And that was just unreal. The city was buzzing. Then, and as I said, a lot of players and sponsors, they do travel to Kitzbühel. You go to Kitz Polo, get all your information on there. And then they move over to St. Moritz. And we're at where they're finishing up right now, where they have that's the godfather of them all, Reto Guadenzi, the godfather of polo. Tito handles his son handles Kitzbühel, and of course the World Polo League, and they handle everything in Aspen. So here we go, quick goal here, and this is just a broken play again. They had a knock-in on the courtesy change, the Amaro team, and a great steal by the Quite on Z team. And I like this non-call here by the Mountain officials, because that ball, remember, the window must be closing. So if you hit a ball too far in the game of polo, and a player, even he's got to reach back, as long as that window's not closing, the space between the two horses, if that window's not closing, they're not going to blow the whistle there. And a little bit of a mishit, and Quite on Z is going to work it down and pick up another goal. On the move, though, it will be the Amaro team. Backed up cleanly, loose ball play. Everybody hustling for this one. Nick coming in for the center here, but it's going to be Lucio Ocampo to get there. And now we get a late whistle on the play. And I kind of like this late whistle also. Let's take a look at this one. It's going to go across the field here. And you see how Nick gets around there right there? And Lucio sneaks underneath his mallet but doesn't make contact. Now, Lucio had time to go ahead and ride Nick off. And if Lucio would have made contact on Nick, then it would be a clean play. But I like the late whistle here, and we'll get a penalty 5A in favor of Amaro. Right of way going to the light jerseys there. Great late whistle. Thought they were going to let that play there, but then in looking at the replay, very well done by the Mountain officials. Moving down the field here, picked up by Joao, and he's very good at 2 goals. Keep an eye on him, number 3. Loose ball play, Kampsen. A little bit of a duel with Lucio. And Kampsen's going to take it across the field. And wow, they're opening it up early. I figured this was going to be a good one. Remember, we got the Amaro team at 1-0 and Quite on Z 1-1. So this is a must-win game for both teams in this 8-goal Aspen Valley Cup. Everybody playing very strong defense. Nice little turn on the neck. And remember, everybody on fresh legs here after the courtesy change. Control play. I like this little black mare. Good control here. Lucio, now he's going to have to use it, and he does perfectly. Comes off of a mallet, and look, it gets a high flag. Ocampo picks up a hat trick here in the first chucker. Good polo by Quite on Z, keeping the pressure on Amaro. Look at this little stutter step here. Ocampo playing it well there. He had the ability to drag it to the left. Got a player coming up, so he's not delaying the game at all. And then once they get there, umpire tells me uses it perfect. We're going to break down here 4-1 here in the first chucker. Here comes your 30-second warning bell. Good defense on the open back shot. Souza. Turn the corner. Artemio. Good ball control. Figueras. Well done. I like this little pony. Keeping him out in front. Kampsen's going to work hard here with the 2-goaler. Artemio goes to go across the center with it. That ball's going to work. Look at this. Lucio jumps on that pass. And now the give and go back to Joao. That ball will just trickle out of bounds on the open back shot. And now into our first chucker play. So we'll start our second chucker of the Aspen Valley Cup with a knock-in favor of Amaro. And we'll be right back. Stay with us.
have an opportunity. Santos Bellini gonna fire one from 60. Oh, off the post.
Polo school is the funnest thing I've become involved with in the last year of my life.
Give me the confidence to be able to play an event in beach polo, Miami Beach, and snow polo in Aspen.
Our dedicated instructors have years of polo experience and are CHA certified.
It's important to us to come back and have a really good experience.
Every time you leave the gates from the polo school, you're hungry for more.
Oh, welcome back to CTV Sports. I'm Dale Schwetz, and we're live from the Grand Champions Polo Club. Field number 4, continuing action of the Aspen Valley Cup, 8-goal. Amaro, if you're just joining us, in the light jerseys, as they have Scott Sorbaro playing the number 1, Michael Armour playing the 2, Nick Manifold playing the 3, Kris Kampsen playing the number 4 right there in front of you with 2 Armand officials. Looked like Roddy Matthews there. And Gaston Dorniak will be our other mounted official. They're going against Quite on Z in the blue jerseys and black pants today. And Alecia Seidler played the number 1. Artemio Figueras played the 2. Joao Pedro Souza going to play the number 3. And Lucio Ocampo will play the number 4. They start out very strong here. Lucio scoring 3 of the 4 goals. Artemio picking up 1, making it 4-1. With Kampsen scoring a goal for the Amaro team. Talked about both these teams being very, well, set up pretty evenly as they keep Alecia out in front, and they also keep Scott out in front. They will come back on defense, but they stay out in front and try to pull the team. And you're going to see a 3-man rotation on both teams, and the big guns playing the number 4 on both teams, Lucio and Kampsen. It's going to be Ocampo looking for Artemio, who's keeping Kampsen very busy here. On the turn, though. Nice play. Kampsen switches to the near side. Stolen away there, so well done Artemio doing his job, getting that ball to get freed up for Lucio. And Lucio's going to snap one here, and that ball's got eyes. Oh, wow. Lucio Ocampo picking up his 4th goal. And he has been on fire here early. This is just a great play by Artemio. You got to give credit where credit is due. He works hard against Kampsen. Kampsen overhits the ball. Lucio's playing the ball there. Doesn't need to be on a man. And once he gets free with it, he is stellar around the goal. And he is 100% on his goal shots today. We're 50-50 on the Bolins. And as we said earlier, for any new viewers, we are switching directions after every goal scored. This one's going to be a loose ball play, and it's going to give Quite on Z the opportunity. Again, unselfish polo here by Quite on Z. And that Joao leaving the ball for Lucio. But good D by Amaro, and it'll be Kampsen. KK, smooth little turn here. Finds the open space. Great job there by Manifold working his man. Rotation by Ocampo on to Kampsen. Big ball. Why not find Scott wide open? It's going to be Michael. Michael, first attempt here. He's going to get it going. Well done, Armour. That ball might carry. Backed up cleanly, though, by Quite on Z. Loose ball plays Scott. And well done, Sorbaro coming through with his first shot on goal. So they're going to be happy about that because Scott and Michael, in the first chucker, were playing a lot of defense. We talk a lot about that in polo. If you don't see the ball that much, sometimes it looks like the size of a golf ball. And both these players just keeping their heads down, doing what they should do well. And when they get going to goal, Michael and Scott will pull the team, and that'll bring us to our second courtesy change of the day. Remember, the courtesy change used here at the Grand Champions Polo Club in all of our leagues. And it is a USPA rule, too, if you want to bring that into your club, especially in places where it can be a little bit hotter for the horses. Gives them the opportunity to, well, we found a lot of different situations with the courtesy change that has been very positive. You know, at first when it came out, I thought it took a little time, things like that. But remember, safety of the four-legged athlete is such a big part of the game. A lot of the players will tell you 75% of the game is the player, is the horse. And that's, I think probably at least 60%. But, when you got a good horse, the good players will tell you that a lower-rated player can stay up with them. So any kind of way to be able to take care of them, and this has been fantastic. And we know by stats kept by our in-house veterinarian, Mr. Darren Tamplin, who was played out in Kitzbühel in the Snow Polo Championships out there. And he also plays, but he watched over 400 horses, and he definitely says he's seen less injuries, and that's the greatest thing about it. And then it becomes a strategy. It becomes strategic because it does give you the ability to play one of your better horses maybe 3 times. Because remember, they're taking time out halfway through. So you could actually play a horse, longer. You play it early and have it play in the middle and then maybe save it for the end. So it does become a big strategy game. We've seen that. We've seen different teams use it different ways. But it looks like we got everybody back on top, and here we go. 5-2, very early. Kampsen. As I said, Artemio will be very busy today with him. But you'll probably see Joao and Artemio switch off a little bit. They work very well together. And it looks like that's what they're going to do here. Artemio turns it up. Good play here by Nick Manifold. Oh, Manifold working well in there with the 2 young bucks. Gets it away from him, Nick. A lot of polo now. Very, very smart on the polo field. Just off to the side there, and it looks like Lucio will do the honors here, Ocampo, for the Quite On Z team. Ocampo going for the big ball. I like it. Opening it up a little bit, maybe trying to get Alecia in there. Oh, there it is. If she can wait on it, well done. Alecia stays on the near side. And, just a little bad luck there. As that looks like she got a piece of that ball, and it kind of fell underneath her horse. And she wasn't sure where that ball was. You'll see it on the replay here. Watch, it goes near side, and then right there when she kind of falls over the top of it. So just a little bad luck. And so we'll have a blocking foul on the call. And that'll be from the spot. So we'll drop this one right there from the spot. Penalty 5A in favor of Amaro. Now remember, most of the time when you are where the ball is trapped underneath your horse, if you're trying to get out of the way, I don't think Alecia knew the ball was actually there, so she was kind of looking around for it. And then the second man came up there, so she kind of fouled the second player, not the first player that cleared out. So we'll get it from the spot here, and it'll be Kampsen. Kris going for the long ball. So both teams using the same strategy on the hit and run. Picked up nicely by Manifold, bounces off a pony, controlled now by Souza. Well done. I like watching this guy go. Very, very calm on the pole field. These the number 2 and number 3 for Quite On Z, Artemio and Joao, they play above their age and their handicap. They're very focused on the man. They do a fabulous job when they do get the ball. Loose ball play, though, and it'll be Amaro, and Kampsen's going to launch one here, looking for Michael or Scott. Maybe a little bit too far there. And Manifold's got to come up and put the pressure on Joao Pedro. And this is where I say they're very good with the ball. They'll play the inside and outside for you. Now a little give and go. Look at this. The two goalers hooking up. And here comes Artemio. And I like this little pony pinning its ears back, trying to get out in front. And now they got a breakaway coming. But again, great defense here by Amaro. And Lucio says, keep it moving, guys. Ocampo laying it up there perfect on the give and go. Power polo. Well done here by Quite On Z. And they are on fire. Mixing it up very well. This is just everybody working hard. It started out with, actually did start way back with Joao. And then he found Artemio. Artemio got loose. And then everybody just clicked onto their man, and like a good polo team should do. And then Lucio comes flying through there, and he knows he's got everybody running. He had Alecia going forward, Artemio and Joao headed forward. And he finds the number 3, and he'll pick up his first goal of the day. So mixing it up well here. 4 for Lucio, 1 for Joao, and 1 for Artemio. Making it 6-2. And we'll click down to our final 30 seconds here in the second chukker play. 2nd to 6. Good read here by Kampsen. Back and forth, mallets in the air, whistle on the play. So we'll see, make sure we're on track here with the time. Let's see this play. Comes loose ball play here, bounces off the pony. And, yeah, that's going to be lesser angle going to the number 3 white. You can see how that ball bounced around there, kind of like a pinball machine. Now, you see the clock right there, 24.1 seconds. So that foul happened within the final 30 seconds. So we'll go ahead and execute the foul. We'll after our umpires figure it out in the third chukker. We'll be right back. CTV Sports.
This place is special because of the unique environment and nature that you have around here.
There's an endless amount of things to do here in Aspen Valley, so this is the place to be in the summer.
Great group, it's like a big family. We're all, on the field it's intense, we compete, but off the field we do a lot of fun stuff.
Oh, it's like playing in the polo heaven. It's perfect.
If you are in the area, I suggest you make your way to Sunset Chuckers and Cocktail, because this is the fun type polo match. It's where everyone's relaxing, chilling, just having a great time. We have great hors d'oeuvres and a special drink for the day.
When I founded the Taqueria 48 years ago, the goal was to service polo players fieldside and carry a complete line of polo equipment. Since those early days, we now carry everything for the horse and rider. Anything that goes on or near a horse, you're likely to find here in our store. We still have polo equipment made by polo players for polo players.
Okay, welcome back, everybody. As we did have a right-of-way violation to end the first or the second chukker of play, we're going into our third chukker. And again, if you're just joining us, now remember we have actually we had Amaro, we have Quite on Z going right here playing. If you're just joining us, Quite on Z in the blue jerseys, Amaro in the light jerseys. We have Newport Pony Express also playing in the Aspen Valley Cup. Newport started out very strong with a 1-0 record. They actually beat the Quite on Z team, and it was a great game to start out. Pony Express went up against the Quite on Z team and Amaro, and they lost both their games, so they're 0-2 at the moment. So we are looking at Amaro at 1-0, and we have Quite on Z 1-1. So this is a huge game for both teams. This is a semifinal, man. This is what you want to watch. And here we go. We had that little right-of-way violation picked up by Kampsen, but it's going to be Quite on Z, and they've been playing very strong polo here in the first two chukkers. Loose ball play, going to be Artemio looking for Lucio. Ocampo leaves it. Nice play here by Joao. Michael going for the back shot, and Souza is going to keep his head down right there. And a nice stick play by the number 3 in blue. Great teamwork, Quite on Z. Just a little miss hit there. In a good spot. Bad luck for Amaro. They were in their positions. Does happen. And again, I like the way I talked about Joao and Artemio just playing above their ages. They're very, very relaxed on the field. You can see he knew he was beat there. He just waited. He's got to play it out. And luckily, they missed the ball, and it gave him a beach ball goal there right in front. Back to the bowling, and this one's going to be picked up and won by Amaro. as Quite on Z dominated the Bolins in the second chukker. Ooh, they come around here, and I like this one. This is going to be a good turning call. Remember, about a stride and a half you're looking for. 2 strides, and you could bring it into 8-goal polo, but this polo's been a lot like 12 and 14 at times. Great play here by Lucio. Now he gets back in line here, but then he goes for the turn, and there comes the man running. Now remember, the man following the ball must be 100% on the ball. Player following the ball is always going to have the right of way over a player moving towards the ball, stealing the ball, or turning the ball. So in this case, Lucio did go for the turn. Don't tell me wrong, he went very quickly, but Manifold jumped on it. Closed the gap. So I'm part of looking to see if that player can get out of the turn a stride and a half quicker than the player coming in. So we're going to get the open goal penalty 3 here. 40-yard shot. Oh, bad luck. Kampsen has been 100% from the line there. He usually has his putter stroke going, I call it. He's one of the only players that always asks for a brand new ball, believe it or not, on his penalty shots. Some players like to use a used ball as they do compress the balls as they play. As they get hit, the more they're hit, the harder they get. Kampsen likes using a brand new one, but that ball's going to go off to the side, so Quite on Z will dodge a bullet. Kampsen on the gray. Good turn. Oh, overrides, though. Nick's going to fall in behind. And again, good defense here by the blue. Oh, this is a good read. Oh, now, this is kind of interesting. Does he get around here? As they're coming around the corner, that ball's going across the field, and then Nick turns it there. Oh, but no, well done, Nick Manifold. He didn't push the ball at an angle. He actually pushed it back at Kampsen. So this is a great play by the Amaro team and a fantastic call by our mountain officials. It almost looked like that Ocampo, when Manifold turned it, that he went at a 45, but he did not. He actually came back almost 90. And so that's going to give Ocampo he's going to be fouling there. He's coming across the actually lesser angle was to Kampsen. So we'll get it, they'll bring this one down to 60. We'll have a penalty 4, defending goal. Oh, man, these are big ones. So we have a penalty 3 and a 4 now missed here. And actually, these are our first couple penalties here in this third chukker. And, man, those are must-needed goals. They'd like to get those back, the Amaro team. And like I said, Kampsen's been very, very strong from the line. Let's see if they work it back. Back and forth, back to the play. We're going to click down to 4 minutes here. Control play by Manifold. Waiting for a little help. Goes under the neck to the left. Clean play. Now they'll clear and use it. KK's going to run. Remember the use it play. You got to run with it or hit away. And Kampsen doing it to perfection. That has sped this 8-goal up. I must give all the players a lot of love on this. They've very, very done a great job using the ball. And the players that have been blocking have been clearing the way. It's a bit of a ballet out there. And we will get a whistle here. And that'll take us to our final courtesy change of the first half. So some of our other teams, as I was talking about, let's watch this play one more time as everyone changes out here. It's going to be Ocampo. Comes off the pony there, and they're going to call a blocking foul probably. We'll see if they decide to call some there or they do call a possession play, as Ocampo did get the ball back and we'll get everybody changing. On our very strong team, Goldstein, our Newport team, we got Gene Goldstein, Leo Mandelbaum, and Michelle Dorniak. They've had a couple TBAs. We're switching that up a little bit. But they've been playing very strong. Michelle Dorniak and Gene play well together. Goldstein scoring a lot of goals for his Newport team. And they're going to play again. They got to play 2 games. They're going to play on Tuesday and they're going to play on Thursday. They're going to play on Tuesday against Amaro. So that's going to be a must-winner too. We'll see if Amaro was to go 1-1 here. They're still in it, and they'll go up against Newport, who's 1-0. That'll put Quite on Z 2-1. If Amaro wins, they'll be 2-0. Quite on Z will go 1-2. So then we're going to have a change in the. Then you got Pony Express, who could throw a little. They're 0-2, but this third game they're going to play against Newport could become a big game, because if these other teams were to win and Newport gets on a roll, they could throw a little wrench in the machine, as we say, and you could come down to a tie. So we'll see. There's still a lot of action to go on a Pony Express. Oh, we have Lily Hagemeyer playing. She's been doing a great job representing the ladies. Finn Segunda is another very strong player. Julian Hippoter, his father Max, of course, played 4-goal player, and his grandfather Julian hit with 9 goals. He's on 1 goal. Justin Daniels and Sugar Erskine, and they've been mixing that team up a little bit. They've got their different players playing, and as they've had Pedro playing also, and then of course we have our 2 teams that are playing right here. So 4 teams starting out. And we got everybody back on top. Here we go, 7-2. Good first half by Quite on Z. Big ball by Kampsen, looking for Scott. And this is the way they usually run with him pulling the team. Sorbaro overrides. Michael jumps in there, does his job, makes a neutral play, changed the field cleanly. Man, this is good polo, but what a read by Manifold. Shows you his knowledge. That was a great change of field there by Artemio. But well read. Everyone overrides. Loose ball play, Kampsen. KK. Still has control. Trying to run around. Does he have the horsepower? Leaves it for Michael. Ooh, a little bad luck there in front. And taken out by Ocampo, and he'll run the far side. Lucio under the neck. We got a breakaway coming. It's going to be Michael Armour, though. Mounted very well. Good read, though, by Ocampo. Very composed. Looking for the long ball here. Looking for Alecia. Seidler pushes Michael to that back shot. Sobaro's going to go near side offside. Good pick up here by Scott Sorbaro. Not an easy play. Goes into the boards. Keeps the control. Gets a little hook from Lucio. And then they come together. We get a whistle. That'll stop the action. So let's see what happened here on the boards. Scott does a fantastic play here. Now, it does come across. And then they come together right there as Manifold. And it looks like they're going to have a little bit of a crossing foul there. Oh, you're going to move to the center. So, 5B in favor. Now, it could have been hitting into the horse there, too. A couple different actions. We're keeping a big eye on that this year. And, of course, they do around the nation. Remember, safety of the horses is such a big deal. And so, you remember, if you have a place to hit the ball and you do hit into a horse, you can't get called a foul on that play. Now, it's been called a little stricter, of course, over the years as it been polo grows, and safety of the players and the horses, though, does come into play. Big ball by Kris Kampsen. Seidler in a nice spot there to control the right-of-way. Wow, this horse of Kampsen comes flying in there, and they come together, and now we get another whistle. But, great play here by Michael Armour to work on the man right there, working with Artemio, and then Kampsen spins it around, and then Lucio's going to get caught on the right-of-way violation here. Now, you would say, okay, well, Kampsen turned the ball up, but remember, you cannot – it's easier said than done, as we say. As a player, you play the game, and you want to win the game, so, of course, you don't want to just leave a play. In this case right here, because Kampsen did get the inside play, Ocampo needs to go and clear. And he can't just stop there. If you're stopping, then you're blocking. But it can be a little confusing at the players because you're trying to make a play. But in polo, you got to keep the right-of-way open. Open goal penalty 2, 30 yards out. There's the putter stroke. Kampsen will pick one up and get on line, 4-3. Now, out of 7-3 now. and Kampsen will get his penalty stick going. Big play for the Amaro team. If you do the math here, they had those 2 other penalties, so that'd make it 7-5. So game's a lot closer. It's going to come down to, and that's a good, great play here now with Kris Kampsen. He'll want to have that for the second half. It's going to come into play, and Ocampo has been very strong from the penalty line, Lucio, so they need to keep it going. Now it's going to be quite on Z again. Doing a good job on the bowl-ins. Good D by Armour. Pushed down a little further by Kampsen. Almost a miss-hit. Taken forward by Joao. Leaves it for Lucio. Lucio with the millionaire belly shot, but just wide to the right. Gets a low flag, and that'll take us to our halftime. As you can see the clock ticking down there. Ball is on the sideline, so we'll start the second half with a knock-in for the Amaro team. We're going to take a little break, and we'll be back for our second half of the Aspen Valley Cup.
Playing in a dedicated women's polo league is great for progressing your polo. It's great for us to play together as women, to have a chance to take to the field with some of the best polo players in the world. It's helping us come together, improve our polo, and keep up playing a regular high level of polo.
Like, I'm learning so much. I am shadowing some of the best women players in the sport, and it's just been an incredible journey, really.
I have played at Santa Rita before, and I love it here. It's a fantastic club. They do so much for not only just polo, but women's polo. So we're very excited to be here, and huge thanks to Melissa and Mark for having us.
Welcome to CTV Sports. I'm Dale Sweats, and we are live from Aspen, Colorado.
There's nothing better than being out here in Aspen, playing with these great people, amazing views every day.
Get ready, July, August. It always starts, of course, on July 3rd with the Independence Cup.
Well, Aspen is a place that is close to my heart. I love everything about Aspen.
Another great season, great fields again. They keep getting better and better.
Colorado has embraced the polo. They love the polo like we love the polo.
Aspen, I love it there. My family's around, a ton of horses, a ton of golf, a lot of fun polo.
They are ready to go.
Polo school is the funnest thing I've become involved with in the last year of my life.
Gave me the confidence to be able to play an event in beach polo, Miami Beach, and snow polo in Aspen.
Our dedicated instructors have years of polo experience and are CHA certified.
It's important to us to come back and have a really good experience.
Every time you leave the gates from the polo school, you're hungry for more.
When I founded the taqueria 48 years ago, the goal was to service polo players fieldside and carry a complete line of polo equipment. Since those early days, we now carry everything for the horse and rider. Anything that goes on or near a horse, you're likely to find here in our store. We still have polo equipment made by polo players for polo players.
Have an opportunity. Santos Bellini gonna fire one from 60. Oh, off the post.
If you are in the area, I suggest you make your way to Sunset Chuckers and Cocktail, because this is the fun type polo match. It's where everyone's relaxing, chilling, just having a great time. We have great hors d'oeuvres and a special drink for the day. Welcome back to CTV Sports. I'm Dale Schwetz, and we are live from the Grand Champions Polo Club, field number 4. And there's a good shot of the captain of the Amaro team, Kris Kampsen, 6-goal player. And if you're just joining us here for halftime, big, huge game here in our 8-goal Aspen Valley Cup, as we have Amaro in the white jerseys with Scott Sorbaro, Michael Armour, Nick Manifold, and Kris Kampsen. They come in as an 8-goal team. They were on the flat today. Both teams 8 goals. Quite on Z in the blue jerseys and the black pants. And Alecia Seidler playing number 1. Artemio Figueras playing the 2. Joao Souza playing the number 3. And Lucio F Ocampo playing the 4. 7-3 here at halftime. And very strong game, very strong half. Okay, so we're going to take a good look at this play right here as we had a breakaway play. Let's take a look at this. Ball comes down. You got the near side play here by Artemio. Then they come together, and I said Joao. Then Lucio gets a piece of it. Now keep an eye. So maybe reaching behind. Okay, so I guess keep an eye on the number 3 and 2 here. Watch the mallets on number 3. They're right there. Oh, I see. So number 3, actually, Joao actually gets hit with the mallet right there. Now, this is a weird play because he's actually on the left side. Now, the rule in polo is you must be in control of your mallet 100% of the time. So if you were going to take a tail shot there, then the player behind, but in this case, I guess the umpire just thought it was just breaks of the game. Joao seemed like he's okay. They bowled the ball in, but that could have went different directions. Just to break it down for you, because of the mallet, looks like both captains agreed with the call, and we'll keep the action going here. But that's where we had that little misplay there, and that was inside the 60. Number 3 looks fine. Here comes Artemio Figueras. Control on the boards. Doesn't get a true bounce there. It looks like it went the other way, but a good read by Artemio on the little chestnut bald-faced pony. Beautiful-looking horse here. Artemio Figueras taken out cleanly by Manifold. Turned in nicely. Give and go, looking for Kampsen. Bounces off a pony. Nick will stay in control. Not as far as he wanted to, but better off because it gave Kampsen a perfect shot. And Sorbaro just a little bit behind there as Joao picks it up. And look at this, Nick just following the play. And bad luck there as it looks like it goes off, or did it go through? Oh, no, he's going to get one. So Nick, he looked at his mallet. Oh, it just squeaks through, but I think Nick was wondering if his mallet, it looked like he looked at his mallet head, like kind of, the mallet head's on the mallet sometimes for the players. And we talk a lot about this. I know when I was playing professionally, I was using about between 8 to 12 sticks a month, believe it or not, if you're playing in a lot of polo. They will get wrung, the heads, where they get a little loose. Of course, they do fix them. Tato Mallets, one of the big sponsors. Also here at the Grand Champions Polo Club. And so the players are constantly getting the mallets fixed. Brand new, about $150. You know, they'll fix them for $30 to $50 based on the problem, so you can keep them moving, but they are a very important part of the game, and everybody likes to use a different stick. Different sizes. We're running from 49 inches to 54 inches, and, of course, the weight of the head. Kampsen on the turn, control play. Now he leaves it. Ocampo's going to get out of there, and I like this little gray pony. Look at this, Lucio. He's got a runner here. Kampsen's going to take the inside here. This is just a smart play by Kris. He knew he didn't have control of him. Now, Lucio control play. Shot on goal. And, wow, just composure there by Kris Kampsen. Perfectly done. Ocampo, though, just does it perfect, too. He keeps it going nicely and just feeds it right in there. I mean, this is a pretty horse. This Ocampo comes mounted up on this fourth chucker. And now they'll switch him up. But, I mean, he came out of the turn there and also kind of stutter-stepped. Looked like Manifold wasn't sure if he was going to turn it. And then that little gray horse just gave him everything. Look at this mare. She is beautiful. Wow. And he took off. Be a gelding. But that's a beautiful horse. He takes off on her, and then he gets into the corner with it. And not the approach shot that Lucio was looking for, but he had Kampsen beat, so Kampsen had to go to the inside. What other play are you going to do? So Kris actually, then he brings it in behind Kampsen. So that's where I really love the Mary Moore, the horse even more. She said gives him the ability to come to the inside and control play. Now he's back to the neck shot. He's got nobody there to hook him. Kampsen just did everything he could do. He tried to block the goal. Lucio found a spot by the far post and finishes with another goal. Pick up goal number 5. We'll get down here on the courtesy change. There's a nice crowd out there. Like you said, we've been having fantastic weather down here in Southern Florida. It was actually a little cold for most of us, but we rather see that as I know everybody was riding a lot to keep the horses moving. But the four-legged athletes, they are hot-blooded animals, these polo ponies. Of course, using the term ponies, but they are horses. And a lot of them mostly thoroughbred blood, so they're hot-blooded and trained for the game of polo. And, of course, now the breeding operations that we talk so much about have changed the game and taken it to a whole nother level. All the breeding operations around the world, of course. You have a lot of horses from the Santa Rita breeding operation. Actually, all the breeding operations from around the world. La Ernita, you're going to have, in the World Polo League this year, you have Santa Rita, you have La Dauphina, and this is a lot of them out there. And it's just been unreal to see these beautiful animals and how they've developed over the years for the game of polo. Good steal here by Ocampo, and he has been very strong on both sides of the coin today, defense and offense. Now, this might be a close call. We will see. Remember, the ball must go between the posts. If it does go over the post, then it will be called out. Looked like Lucio stole that ball, and they might be talking about it. Let's take a look at it. We have the ability to look at these. That's really difficult play there for our goal judge. So we'll see what they just. Okay, we're going to take a look at this one, as that ball might be over the post. So we're going to take a little bit of about a 2-second break here and take a look. After a further look, the look at that ball is going to be right over the post or right on the edge of it there. So tough play, but it was easier to see there from our cameras, actually. Actually, we had some different looks there. Based on also our cameraman down in there. So very tough call for the goal judge there. That was a tough one. And they waved it up, but they are part of the officials, the goal judges. So they'll work with the goal judges. They'll work with the umpires also, but that's also we have the ability to use the technology. It is a trigger in the game of polo, and they can use triggers. And I'll go over the triggers when we get to our courtesy change. I'll break it all down for you. On the move, it's going to find Michael Armour on the knock-in there. Turn and controlled Artemio. Flip back cleanly by Sorbaro. Going to have to give him a play here, I believe. Yeah, horse kicks it forward, but they'll let him play there as Lucio gets control. Ocampo. Good backup here by Joao. Keeping the ball in the clean grass, as we say. No horses in line. That's what I love about Artemio and Joao. They do not make many mistakes on the polo field, these two young players. Turned around cleanly. Alicia's probably up in front here, so look at this. Lucio from way out. Now, remember, the polo field, 160 yards wide, so a good 75 plus going in there. 80, actually. Goes for it off the left side, and we'll go to the knock-in again here. So in this Ford Chucker, quite on Z, controlling the offensive attack, or another second knock-in of the Chucker. Scott. Sorbaro, this is where he's at his finest, running the goal. He loves to get out in front, switches to the near side, gets a piece of it. Artemio works with his man, leaves it for Lucio. Ocampo, nobody on him, no pressure, takes his time. Going back to Artemio, nice ride off by Michael. Armour, back shot coming from Kampsen, is going to find Manifold. Manifold on the 1-2 count. Oh, yes, it's going to work well. Now, Lucio working hard here. Joao or Alecia, good job there by Seidler to pull out of that play, allowing Ocampo. He'll steal it from Scott and turn the defense into offense. Good read by Manifold. Scott working hard. Now we're getting a full four-player rotation here. Little different style than the first half. Loose ball play into the corner. Well done. Ocampo gets it out just in front of Manifold. Look at him go on offense here as Souza is going to go forward. Good ride off by Michael Armour and the back shot. Not much angle, but enough to get it back there. Good read by number 4. Lucio's on the move. Lucio trying to go through the horse there. Back shot coming from Manifold. Good read by Artemio. Cleaned up. Or that'll cut the chucker down right there. So we'll stay at 8-4 here. Going into our 5th chucker. And we'll see what both these teams have in store for us, because this is where it's going to count right here with a 4-goal lead. Can Quite on Z keep that lead, or will Amaro try to get it closer for the 6th chucker? We'll be right back.
I'm Gonzalo Pires.
Alejandro Poma.
I'm Paul Foster. Michael Payne.
My name is Grant Ganzi.
I am Sugar Eskin.
I'm Alejandro Navillo Estrada.
My name is Gaston Dodignac.
I'm Jason Crowder, and watching CTV Sports.
GCPolo.com, Grand Champions Polo Club. You find all your information on GCPolo.com. Of course, you can watch all of our polos. It's a great commercial over there. They do a great job. CTV Sports showing you everything from 6 to 26 goals. And we're just getting fired up here. Getting it going. And so a lot of polo to be played here. 2025. Looking forward to the season. Here we go. Fit chucker action. And this is going to be, you're going to see some good horses come back here. We've seen the gray that Kampsen's on, played earlier. Remember I told you they'll mix them up as they play those. They have the courtesy change, so they have the ability. So we should see some fantastic four-legged athletes here in the fifth, and it's going to make a big difference. Ocampo. Outlet pass, looking for Souza. He's got him. Good ball control. As I said, Artemio and Joao, man, they are very good with the ball. Maybe kept it a little too long there. Alicia's going to get a piece of this one. Well done, Seidler. Takes it under the neck, pushes it across, and look, it finds her number 3. Changing the field again. Now, they do have Amaro Figueras. He is coaching down there. He had a little accident in Argentina, taking a little break right now. I got to speak to him. He's doing well, though, so you Artemio fans. Oh, wow, nice pickup here by Joao. Or that's going to pick one up and get another goal for the Quite on Z team. But Alario is well, is what I wanted to say. I got to talk to him a little bit, but he is coaching them, and he's doing a great job because they are playing well. This is a great give-and-go play. I mean, Nick had position on Joao. Joao just got him won the ride off there, and then perfectly placed ball, keeping to the power polo, hit and run. They mix it up well, quite on Z. They'll go to the control game every so often. I love the way they play the change of field, which is a big play in polo, to hit to the opposite direction, which sometimes you think is crazy, but it's actually a really good play because you're hitting to the open field. And if your teammates are thinking about it, then it catches people off guard. The Garcitas did it at the highest levels, Carlos and Memo, back in the day. Big ball right here, and it's going to be on the move. And this is the way where we usually see Amaro playing, with his open style into the corner, controlled. Ocampo. Doing a fantastic job with his controlling his team. I thought Artemio was going forward there. Rotation, though, by Manifold. Near side neck shot. Good back shot. Figueras. Good read. A lot of angle there. If you notice the angle that Artemio hit that ball, not far, but a lot of angle. That gives the only player on the field was number 4 in the blue that could control that play. Another change of field here by Quite on Z. Look at they go back and forth. They crisscross around the field. Catching Amaro a little off guard here. Hit and run. And that ball is just going to be hit to a little bit too far. But again, enjoying the game plan here by the blue jerseys. Quite on Z. And they've changed it up a little bit. As I said, I've been watching all of their games. This is their 3rd games. They've played more games than most of the teams. Now, we were talking about the triggers earlier, and so I want to go through the triggers for you. We'll go through them a lot here on CTV Sports, especially in the breakdowns. When we start doing the World Polo League, we'll start breaking the plays down for you. We'll break them down all season long. We'll break down the fouls at high levels, and, of course, if you have any questions about any play, don't be afraid to go ahead and email into the CTV Sports crew, and we'll try to answer those on air for you. Or, of course, we'll get back to you. If you're new to the game, you can go to the Polo School. But the triggers work as a play that the umpires have in their pocket. And they can trigger a shot on goal to see if the goal is in or out. They can trigger any kind of ride-off, any kind of when you have a 2-legged athlete or a 4-legged athlete come together, you're not sure which player actually created the danger, then they can go ahead and trigger that. They can trigger any unsportsmanlike conduct if they're not sure about that. They can trigger, and any dangerous use of the mount, and when the ball goes out of bounds. So the ball goes out of the end line, If it does hit off a player or they're not 100% sure, they can trigger that. If the ball goes out of bounds, that is the possession play in the game of polo. Whichever team does hit it out of bounds, the opposing team gets possession. Sometimes it bounces off a pony, though, or it will bounce off a player, and you're not sure who it is, so they can trigger that. Now, we have the umpire trigger in place for the umpires that you're getting a good shot of right there, Roddy Matthews and Gaston Dorniak. And you can see they wear GoPros on their helmets. That's so they tape all conversations. We use those not for disciplinary reasons with the players or anything. It's actually more to get the umpires lined out, and so there's a common energy on the field. Works very well. And of course, the final trigger is the umpire trigger that we put in place here at the Grand Champions Polo Club, the Aspen Valley Polo Club, and the World Polo League. And that's when the umpires disagree on a call. The umpires do disagree. They can send it to the RRO instant replay official. He'll make the final decision. Here we go. They got time here, down by 5. And look at this, KK going for a coast-to-coast. Does he have the butter on the toast? We will find out. KK once, KK twice. Drag it. Oh, no, Ocampo. Off the doorstep, and here we go. I told you, Eco Polo, you're kidding me. They are running and gunning now. Here comes Ocampo. And everybody on flyers. Ocampo, beautiful approach shot. Ocampo, he's going to get the coast-to-coast. Ocampo, Lucio Ocampo, coast-to-coast like butter on toast. I feel bad for Kris. What a run, man. Took it all the way down, and I love the way Kampsen went for it. Ocampo just turned it around, but both of these players on fantastic horses just running here. This chestnut mare had a little bit more, and Ocampo used the field nicely. He went from right to left, kind of put Kris in a difficult position to make a hook. Super finish. Goal number 6 for number 4. On the bowl-in, Artemio, perfect time to win one. Shot on goal. This ball's got eyes. Artemio. What a play by Figueras. That'll be his 3rd goal of the day. And lighten it up here in the 5th. And this is just a spectacular play by this young player. I love watching Artemio. He's grown a lot. Artemio, I went to talk to him the other day. He's taller than I am now. And when he left, he was shorter than I was. But that happens a lot in polo. I see a lot of the young players. But he has just been playing awesome. Family loves polo. Mother, father, sisters, they all play. And carries the flag in a very positive manner. Going to be fun watching him go. Kampsen working hard here. Looks like we are going to get a whistle. Yeah, we'll see at that little blocking call here. They come outside. Let's see. They come together there. A little reach. And then you might go the courtesy changer. We'll see if they will to give them a change here. We'll see what they decide to do. If they go in the center, let them roll here. Looks like they are going to take it to center. They're going to call the play before, I believe, on the late whistle there. They came across. Kind of a reach play, too, behind. They'll bring the center, so go from a 5B. Remember the 5B from the spot, 5A from the center. I apologize, 5A from the spot, 5B from the center. Reverse that. Isn't that what Willy Wonka said a number of times, I think? One of my favorite movies. So Kampsen will get an opportunity here, and 150 yards in. He's the big ball hitter, 300-yard long field out there, so looks like he's got a setup at 151. Now, they're not worth 2. They do that in the World Polo League, but let's see if KK goes for it. Yes, sir. Look at this ball by Kris Kampsen. Well hit. Good defense, though. Artemio. As I told you, both teams very well mounted here in the 5th. Now it's going to be Joao. He's going to carry, just leave it. And this is what they do so well. They work for Lucio. Lucio's looking for Artemio. Artemio reaching back. Well done, Artemio. That's a clean play. Good non-call by the Mount officials. Enjoying the chestnut. They turn around here, though. Manifold will get an opportunity as we kick down under a minute here in this fifth chucker. And it looks like it's going to be Nick to go for it. He takes a little drop pass, sneaks it by. Now the give and go. There it is. Well done. Number 3, number 4 connecting here. They need one. Whoa, they're going to get one here. So Seidler coming in for the defense there. You'll watch her come from left to right in front of you. Just gets out of there a little too late. Yeah. She knew she was trying to get out of there. And Alecia riding very well this season. Her daughter Victoria also plays. They play at the Aspen Valley Polo Club also. That will, let's see, I guess it's going to go ahead and end the chucker. So he must have been just inside the 30. So when we return, or are they going to go and shoot it? We'll see. Maybe they're coming back. It looked like there was 36 seconds on there, but we'll see if the times were all together. I guess they're going to go ahead and give the 1. So we're going to get a penalty 1 out of this. Okay, remember the penalty 1. We have the penalty 2 from penalty 1. We have penalty 2 from 30. Penalty 3 from 40. Penalty 4 from 60. Penalty 1 anywhere in the vicinity of the goal to save a goal. Now, danger does come into play at one point. In this place, even though he was outside the 30 on a breakaway play, Alecia trying to get out of there. I like the 1. They'll call it the same on both sides, so you get the goal and possession in the middle. Opportunity for Amaro. Well done, Kampsen. Just hitting the ball cleanly. I mean, that's 130 in the air. They need one here. And, oh, man, just off to the side. But this is what I love about this procedure of the penalty 1, because they used to bowl the ball in. The old rule was you got a goal, and then they bowled the ball in front of your goal. But Steve Lane would tell you, I think the percentages were very, very low if you won the goal. Now they give you they switch directions and give you a chance in the center, and they almost got 2 goals in a row. So we'll get them on our final horses for our 6th chucker. We'll be right back.
Welcome to CTV Sports. I'm Dale Sweat, back at the Aspen Valley Polo Club, and it feels so good to be back at this beautiful club.
Every year that I get to come out here, it's another year that I'm very blessed and very grateful.
I mean, the polo here is fantastic. The people, the horses, the views, everything is beautiful here. But after that, there's so much to do.
Probably the uniqueness of Aspen is how the Ganges, especially, obviously Mark and Melissa, try and make it entertaining for all different levels.
The energy in this place is full power.
I mean, I always love the mountains, and playing polo, one of the best things to do with the mountains is an amazing thing.
It's different because we play arena polo, wheelie polo, all types of polo.
Our polos had a huge, big menu, and that's the way polo should be.
I think the club is a very balance of fun and competitive polo. I think it's great that we're able to play, some people play 3 times a week, some people play 4, some people play 5, and that's the beauty of it. It's whatever you want to make of it, and whatever you want to get out of playing, that's what you get here in Aspen.
All right, here we go, our final chucker. And looks like Scott getting some coach here. Mine would be, well, Michael Armour, of course, father, Red Armour, high goal polo player. One of my favorite players when I was a kid. Red, he was a great player. That looks like Mariano Aguirre over there, though, I believe, on the board. Yeah, that is Mariano. Hall of Famer, former 10-goal player on 8. And an amazing coach. He actually, I actually enjoyed. I actually worked for a long time. I was a professional umpire. Worked in Greenwich for a while, and had the opportunity to umpire Mariano's games a lot, and we actually had some great conversations. Probably made both of us better. But was real big strategist, Mariano, and I could see him being a great coach for them. But I'm sure he's not happy right now because this Quite on Z team has just been playing fantastic polo. I mean, what can you say when you got 11 goals on your board? And we talk about it, 13 goals is that magic number that all the best players in the world, from Memo Gracida to Adolfo Cambiaso, and they'll all tell you that if your team's scoring at least 13 goals, then your offensive attack is dialed in, and this is what they've been doing well. But like this, shoot on goal, because you need some goals. So good thought process there. No, they haven't been playing too bad, I'll tell you the truth. I know Kris would want to have his 3 and his 4 back, but that still makes it 7-11. So let's see. They're getting control here. Let's see if they can get on a run. They need to get on it quickly, though, because time is at the essence at the moment. And it looks like Quite on Z looks very relaxed. They're not trying to do anything fancy. Ocampo on the knocking. The boys come in for a little chat. Little polo huddle. Outlet pass, looking for Artemio. Got him. Good ball control here, Artemio. Keeps it cool, takes it to the inside, sends Joao forward, and he's been great in the front. They've been doing a good job. They have Alecia out in front if they need her. There's the give and go, and this has worked well today. Lucio coming from the back door. Oh, a little trouble. Well done. Oh, just good polo right here. This play, wow. The Armour team's going to dodge a huge bullet here. And you can see Kampsen, he's still fired up. And I can understand why, because this play here, you cannot let Lucio run through and be by himself, especially at 5 goals. And then the second play, you have Joao taking the man out, and nobody's on Artemio. So they got to tighten that up. Got to tighten that up a little bit. Michael gets a piece of it, but that ball's going to come out of bounds, or we'll get a possession play in favor of the Quite on Z team. And they're about 80 from goal here, so they can dribble. Let's see what Lucio does. He might go for it. One tap. And he's going to go for it. Well hit, Ocampo. Off the left side, but well hit ball. It's going to make the clock go tick, 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 so this will work in their favor anytime right now with this type of lead, of course. 6 goals. Beautiful looking chestnut here that Kampsen's on. Very strong looking horse. KK. Big ball here. KK keeping it moving. And this is what Amaro needs to do. I'm sure Mariano said, guys, you're going to have to move the ball as quick as possible, because being 6 down. Now, I'm not saying it can't be done, because I've been in games with 6 minutes, but now you're getting into the danger zone as you get to 4:30. Or 3:30, I apologize. 3:35 on the clock. Kampsen on the control. Possession play as the ball goes out of bounds. Kampsen, 1 touch, 2 touch. Now he goes for the bomber, and this ball's going there, but blocked. Artemio. Stolen away by Manifold. Right off by Joao. Left in there, backed up by Ocampo. Controlled by Kampsen. Little turn. Alecia trying to get it done there. Slowing him up a little bit. Doing her job. KK. And Ocampo will get out of the way. Smart play. Don't want to give the 1 there. Just go ahead and give it to him. And let's go back to the center. They're going to kill another 28 seconds probably. And as we said, we came in, it was 4-1 after the first. So stellar chucker by Quite on Z. And I think this is a great way to start out against this Amaro team, because of the knowledge and the years these teams they played together with Sorbaro, Manifold, Kampsen, and Armour. They've played a lot of years together. They know each other well. Get them down quickly, and they did, 4-1. Then they kept it going, 6-2. They outscored them by a goal in the second, and then they went even in the third, making it 7-3 at halftime. 2 missed penalties. KK, he'll get that straightened out for the next game. And that would have made it 7-5. So that would have been a little bit easier to stomach at halftime. But 7-3 at halftime. They came back in, went 1-1, 8-4. And then, boy, they came out very well mounted into fifth chukker. I talked a lot about those horses they were on. And they lengthened their lead 11-5. And they had a penalty won, which I thought was a good call. It was further out than usual. You see a penalty one, but it was a great call by the mounted officials. Have done a fantastic job today. 9 calls and penalties in my book. And then they almost got 2 goals out of it. Amaro, they actually did get the possession in the center on the one, and they almost executed another goal, but they left that chucker 11-5, and now we're at 11-6. So, quite on Z. Very well done. Mixing it up well. Ocampo with 6 goals. 3 goals by Artemio, 2 by Joao, and Alecia doing her job, being in the front. Could probably pull a little bit of the team a little more. She's got the opportunities out there. The problem is Kampsen's wearing the 4 now, KK. So she's got to get around him. That's tough. Good ride off here. And the control play by Artemio. Very relaxed. Nice drive. And this is where, I thought Alecia might be out in front there. He drove it there. He knew he had her going, but that's okay. She puts the pressure on. Nick's going to turn it. Does her job again. And now Manifold back down the center. Looking for Michael. Armour's going to get a piece of this one. Armour off the cane. Back to Manifold. Good pick up, Michael. And taken off the doorstep once again. Everybody riding for a foul there, and they might get one, as it looks like Ocampo is trying to drag it to the left here. Let's see that ball flips out. He gets a little wide on it right there. Good read by Manifold. Just bad luck there for Lucio. So get him on a right-of-way violation coming from right to left. And that'll bring it in for a 2. We might take it back to a 3. We'll see where they're actually on the field. Definitely going to get the open goal out of this one. So a great job by Amaro today. They didn't give up. I don't think they gave any. They didn't have any penalties. And Kampsen will get another. And they did during that back. So that ball, if it is inside the 30 down there, sometimes when the ball is, if they're hitting a back shot, you got to have a shot at goal. But if they have a clean one, they might bring it back a line. They can also bring it back to the 60 if it's right on the line. You have no shot at goal. Kampsen will get one. And that would be the only thing I'd say with Quite on Z here as they get closer to the finals. Maybe clean it up a little bit. They gave 4 goal shot penalties, or 5 actually with the penalty one, so they got to be careful of those. Those can come back and haunt you. Here's Kampsen. And it'll be Ocampo. And Lucio's just played a great game. That's probably just a little bit of a light shot there. The only one he's made all day, but he really didn't make a difference. Good riding by his 2-goalers once again. Always in there hustling. Kampsen. And they'll just go ahead and let him work it in here. Smart play, but it'll get out of the way. Kampsen will pick up another. And that will give Kampsen 4 goals on the day. Actually, 5 goals on the day. We give the penalty 1 to Manifold. I think they do a team foul in there. I give them 1, and that'll go ahead and end it right there. So there you go. That will leave Amaro 1-1. And well, big win by Quite on Z is going to make them 2-1 now. So remember, Amaro's going to go up against Newport on Tuesday. So tomorrow, actually, they're going to play back-to-back. They agreed to that. So that might not be a bad job for them, because having this kind of game is when you bounce back real quick. So they need to get on that tomorrow. You want to tune in on that. That's a must-win game for both teams. And then on Thursday, Newport will go up against Pony. So that'll go ahead and end our games. I hope you enjoyed our Aspen Valley Cup 8 goal and the beginning of the Grand Champions Polo season. I'm Dale Schwetz. I speak for everyone here at CTV Sports. I want to say thank you for making us leaders in polo broadcasting. And always remember, here at CTV Sports, we love the polo.